So family, while we're still on this journey, I saw a question on Facebook. A lady was asking for help. She married this guy, and they were both virgins before they got married. They came from Deeper Life Church, and all through the 1 year courtship, they never had sex, which is something I really, really strongly, applaud her for. But the problem now is, it's been over a week. They are married, and her husband still could not penetrate her because his penis is very big, according to her. And she said something that if she knew, prior to that time, that his stuff was really big, she would have run for her life. My sister. A lot of women are praying for God to give them a man who has a very, long and big stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I do not blame her. I am so proud of her that she kept her virginity till when she got married. Even in her 1 year of courtship with this brother, they didn't have sex. But the problem I'm having now is that the husband is saying he's going to report her to the pastor. That he's running out of time, out of patience. He's going to report her to the pastor, that she is denying him his rights. Brother, okay, there are so many sides to this situation, both from the lady's side and from the man's side. One of the things I would have said is, during your time of courtship, there's a time it's going to get to, guys, you discuss how you have sex talk. Yes, you have sex talk, and not having it in such a way that you are aroused to start doing it then. But it's very important, especially when your heart is open, you're open-minded to having that conversation with this person. You discuss it. If they had discussed it during their courtship period, even though he's not supposed to show her how big it was then, but at least have this conversation for her to start working on her mind. That's that aside. Number two, secondly, a man has to be really patient. You have to understand, you should be very proud that you married a virgin whose hymen has not been broken. Trying to have sex for the first time is always very, very painful. Oh God, I'm almost where I'm going, but I'll continue with this. It took my husband and I over a year. I'm going to tell the story someday, for us to begin to enjoy sex. So for him to start yelling at her and saying that maybe she's denying him his rights, his kiniko, that doesn't make sense. It's not fair. It's not fair for him to say something like that. You have to be patient. You have to live with understanding with your woman. Hey beauties, welcome back. So when I got to the studio, I couldn't complete this part of the video, and I had to leave it until I came back home so we can complete it. Now, I am not here to start throwing scriptures at you. I just want us to reason this from common sense. Okay, one is that you should be very happy that you ended up marrying a virgin girl who you would never have the thought of maybe her cheating on you, who has kept herself chaste even though she had reasons, like valid reasons to do that. But a lady who loves God, and you too love the Lord. But now coming to the point of saying that you are going to, that she's denying you your rights. Brother, you married her as a virgin. She has never had sex before. So she's not trying to deny you your rights. It's just that situations, this is not something she has practiced, and she has practiced in the past. It is not easy. It is really not that very easy as we all would think it. You have to be patient. You must practice patience. You too, that is asking her she's denying your rights and you're going to report her to the church. Why don't you help her? Why don't you make research on finding easier ways on how to get this thing through it, so that both of you can, gradually, enjoy it. Now, for example, I'm just giving an example. This is how it is. This is not used to penetration. This is sealed, and for it to be, and it's quite elastic. So for you to be able to make good use of it, you have to practice. You have to practice, and when you practice over time, it opens up. And to show you how elastic it is, when the baby is about to come out, it opens wider. So it's something that can come, that that can, what is it called, what English should I use? It's something that can shrink, yes, and it's something that can be expanded. So when you practice, and this person, maybe she's 27, maybe she's 25, maybe she's 28, and she has never done this all her life. I know as the day goes by, it gets thicker. You have to practice in order to let it open. You have to be the support she needs. Are you making her regret for staying chaste all her life? Are you trying to make her, or make you think maybe she's just ordinarily denying you that? If you as a man had taken your time to make research, if you're educated, like literate, and you know that this thing is quite important for you and your family, and you really want to make it work, you could have helped her too. You could have understood how these things work. Instead of threatening the young girl, instead of making her start regretting why she did it in the first place, instead of making her start hating you. Remember, she said something. She said, if she knew that your stuff was like big, she would have ran away for her life. So I know that there are a bit, one or two lapses in the body of Christ when it comes to sex education, when it comes to talking about sex, especially for people who are already in courtship. Yes, we're not permitted according to scriptures to have sex before marriage, but there are conversations you can start, have healthy conversations you can start having around sex when you are courting this person. Now, yes, will your heart want to do it? Like, will having these conversations in a healthy way, will it want to arouse you? Of course it's going to arouse you, but where the problem is where it becomes a sin, or where it becomes a problem or a challenge for you, is when you start nursing it. When you start nursing it, the thought of, how I'm going to divorce this sister, how I'm going to do and how I'm going to do, that's where the problem comes. But you both can have healthy sexual communication while you court, so that you can also try to reason and know, how does this person, or how is this person expecting to maybe practice this, or to do this, or to do that. I'm not here to fill us with a lot of buzz. I just thought I needed to share this. I thought I needed to give my own 2 cents regarding this. Let's stop blaming sisters and making them feel like they did the wrong thing by trying to stay chaste till marriage. Brothers should do better. For real, like, you brothers can do better. And one other thing a lot of you don't know, that you need to know if you want to know, is that a man can easily get aroused in 2 seconds. Before you get a woman to really be in the mood to have sex with you, you have to take the entire day. Maybe during the day you guys are playing, maybe she's cooking, you can somehow slap to her bum bum, you can whisper something to her ears, you can do some sweet things around her that naturally starts on time to condition her body to be ready for the activity. And not you just ignore her all through the day, or you just went to work and you guys are not in communication all through the day, and she has to deal with cooking, she has to deal with dishes, she has to sweep the house and clean it, and she was not even in communication with you, and later at night you went and take your bath and come back and say wine spread. It does not work like that. It does not work like that. This is not how the woman's body, her makeup is. It's not as if we are trying to force ourselves to close. No, it is just like that. So for you to easily penetrate your wife, that's why they talk about foreplay. You don't have to say, okay, now we're about to have sex, let's now do foreplay. No, you can start it from the day. You can send her a text, you can call her, you can say sweet things, and try to see that you not provoke the lady. Try to say that you do not provoke her. You now want to come and at night you want to come and have sex with her. No. There's a time in the month where women naturally, our bodies naturally open, and you crave for an intimacy with your partner, or you crave to have sex with your husband, is around that your ovulation time. That is when your body is most fertile to carry a baby. That is when your body is most fertile for a sperm to fertilize it. So that is where your body is, even without him doing so much during the day. Like, you are just literally open and you're even craving for it. But apart from this time, other times, maybe apart from your period time, which you cannot be having your menses and having sex, and other times when you are quite dry, women naturally do not have that jiggy to do baga. So I just wanted to share this 2 cents, and I am sure it's going to help 1 or 2 Christian brothers to do better. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think? Is it wrong that a lady kept herself to marriage, or did this brother do a wrong thing by telling her that she's denying him his right? That's the one that Wakami is, she's denying you, right? Or what other way do you think a man can easily get his woman to be, you know, vulnerable and open to have sexual intimacy? I look forward to seeing you in my next video, where I talked about reasons why you should have sex before you get married. I know you want to hear that, but look out for the next video. It's just right after this video. I'm still Natalie Ifeoma, the King's Bride, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.